Many of us might be skeptical about reducing our meat consumption because let's face it, there are just some dishes that you can't live without. In On the Fence, we're going to demonstrate how to cheat on meat with our meat-free interpretations of classic dishes. We're going to convince Nathan, who absolutely loves meatballs, to give these a whirl next time he has a craving. Let's get started. We're going to start by making the mushroom meatballs, and for that we need to make a flax egg to replace the regular egg that you put in a meatball mixture. We're going to mix some ground flax seeds in some water, give it a stir, and then just set it aside and it'll get nice and thick and it's going to resemble kind of like an egg. It's really cool. Now for the mushrooms. So I've got a pan here on medium heat. I'm going to add some oil and I've got sliced mushrooms. So mushrooms are a great vegetable to use when you're trying to cheat on meat because they have a really nice meaty texture and are a great replacement. All right, so the mushrooms have softened really nicely. I'm going to go in now and add the chopped onion and some garlic. All right, so the mushrooms and onions and garlic have softened. It smells absolutely lovely in here. Now we just need to add our Knorr vegetable stock. All right, so I'm just going to use 1 vegetable stock pot here. And I'm only going to use half in the mushroom mixture and then we're going to use the other half in the sauce mixture later. Just going to add it into the mushroom mixture. And I'm also going to add a couple tablespoons of water. So the mushroom's going to absorb all of this delicious Knorr vegetable stock pot. It's going to give so much flavor to these vegetables. So I'm also going to add a little bit of chili flake for some heat and a little bit of oregano as well. So we're going to keep cooking this until the mushrooms have absorbed all of that lovely liquid and it's going to be so flavorful and delicious. All right, so the mushrooms look really delicious. It smells absolutely amazing. And we're just going to push this off to the side and let it cool down a bit. And now we're going to get on with the rest of the meatball mix. So in the food processor, we're going to add some rolled oats and some walnuts, and both of these are going to give it a really nice texture, and you're never going to miss those traditional meatballs again. So I'm going to cover these and blitz them into a fine, coarse texture. All right, so they are nice and blitzed up. You can see it's a nice, fine crumb here. It's perfect. And we're going to add that lovely mushroom mixture that we were cooking earlier straight to it. And we're going to blitz this again until it forms kind of like a dough. So you can see it's come together really nicely into almost like a paste or a dough, which is perfect and just what we're looking for. So we're going to transfer it to a bowl. And you can see it's got a really lovely texture already. So to this mixture now, we're going to add that flax egg that we made earlier, which you can see has thickened really nicely. And this is going to help bind the meatballs together. And also some freshly chopped parsley for some lovely color. And just give this a mix together to combine. This is probably one of my favorite cheat on meat recipes. It's really versatile, it's super easy to make, and it's quite quick. We're going to shape these into meatballs. So just grab a golf ball size amount of the mixture, put it between your palms, and just roll it into a ball. And that's it. You've got a lovely mushroom meatball. And then just arrange it on a lined tray. Continue the rest of your mix until you've got it all formed. And now we're going to bake these at 180 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 25 minutes and flipping them halfway through until they're nice and golden brown. While the meatballs are in the oven baking, let's make the sauce. We're going to start by adding some oil to a pan. And we're going to saute some onions until they're nice and translucent. So we're not looking to get any color on these onions, just for them to soften slightly. And now we're going to go in with some garlic and chili flakes for a little bit more heat. And then we're going to go straight in with our passata. And passata is just a strained tomato sauce, no lumps at all. And give that a nice mix through. And to this, we're going to add the remainder of our Knorr vegetable stock pot, and just goes right in. And this is going to infuse beautifully into the sauce. It's going to melt. It's going to be absolutely delicious and give so many nice flavors. So I'm going to let this come to a simmer. And then we're going to cover it with a lid and let it thicken for about 20 minutes before we add our meatballs back in. All right, so the sauce has been cooking, which means it's thickened up really nicely. Smells delicious. All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit of sugar, and that's going to balance out the acidity of the tomatoes. So now we're going to add our beautifully baked mushroom meatballs. And we're going to cook them for just a couple minutes and they'll absorb that beautiful sauce. Guys, you could fool me. These look like the real deal and they're packed full of vegetables. Now all that's left is we're gonna add some cooked spaghetti. Toss that pasta in the sauce. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of that pasta water and just keep tossing it all together. Oh, this looks absolutely delicious. I can't wait to dig in. All right, so it's all mixed in the sauce, coated beautifully. And that's it, guys. Easy mushroom meatballs. They're super quick to make and full of vegetables. What wouldn't you love about this? Now all we need to do is plate them up. And that's it, guys. We're just gonna garnish with a little bit of vegan Parmesan cheese, but feel free to use whichever cheese you prefer. And then some parsley. This looks amazing. It's the perfect cheat on meat meal, and I can't wait to dig in. Let's go for the meatball first. Oh, the texture inside looks perfect. You guys see that? You see the inside? How beautiful that texture is. You guys, this is absolutely delicious. It's got an incredible texture. And who says that vegetarian dishes aren't as good as the classics? Because this is amazing. But it's not just me that you need to impress. Let's see what Nathan thinks.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy, Nathan.
Well, I do too. Do you like a meatball? Ooh. It's really nice.
Yeah?
Really nice, good texture. Juicy, crispy on the outside, guilt-free.
It's all made of vegetables. I've got a converter over here. And that's it. Nathan was on the fence, but we've definitely converted him. And if you guys want more recipes on how to cheat on meat, make sure to stay tuned for the next few episodes. Bye.